Hi everyone, I'm Ethan B and welcome to the Musei channel. And today, well, we'll be playing Our Life, Beginnings and Always. Been wanting to play it. Saw, like, at the beginning, the hype of it. I played it then, but I prefer to just go at it my own pace. So you'll be coming along with me as we find out all the rules and how this story, because it's a visual novel, the story will play out. I know I haven't made videos in a while, but hey, come along and let's do this. Welcome. Welcome to Beginnings and Always. Whoopsie daisy. There are various ways you can customize and interact with the game. This tutorial is an overview of how certain features work. You can read the full tutorial from the main menu to learn everything in detail. To those of you watching, you can skip this part, or you can watch it. It's up to you. I will not know the marker, so you'll all find that out on your own. Okay. To start off, the game is divided into 4 periods called steps. Step 1, childhood. Step 2, adolescent. Step 3, young adult. And Step 4, adulthood. Our life is further divided into sets of vignettes that take place during specific periods of time. Those are called moments. Moments can be played in any order or skipped entirely. You move on to the next step whenever you want by selecting the summer is ending. Step 1 to 3 include 5 moments each, and even more can be unlocked by purchasing DLCs, which I do have. I have the DLCs, so we'll play around with that. Yeah, we'll play around with that through this story. Some are out now, and other DLCs will be released later. I think most of the DLCs are out on Steam and itch, and for those of you who want a more risque for the adults, that's on their Patreon. I'll be sure to at least link their Steam page, their itch, and the Steam page, itch, and the Patreon. Wow, my brain is struggling already. That's bad. Step 4 is an epilogue. It doesn't include moments. A lot happens over the years that go by, especially in regard to the character you play as. You determine nearly everything about the main character: name, appearance, personality, pronouns, interests, skills, their relationships with major characters, and so on. You can decide to change the details as time goes on, with a few exceptions. Your last name, skin tone, eye color can't be altered once set. So once you make the base of the character, you can't change it. You can change it like hairstyles and say accessories like piercings and stuff, but other than that, nope. All can do. Yeah. Or if they get scratches and stuff like that. That will also do it. Much of the MC's basic traits are determined on a character creation screen. As the MC grows up, more options become available on the screen. As mentioned, one of the decisions you'll get to make for your character is selecting a name. You can type in any name you like, or pick a name with a preset. Pick a preset name. Basically, the names that have voices. Preset options are called voice names because the name will be voiced aloud by the romantic lead. And there are three three romantic leads. Yeah, no, we get to learn about them. Okay, the name will be voiced aloud by romantic lead. Right, you'll get to hear him say your name as you play through the story. Only the default name, Jamie, is included in the base game. Hundreds more can be added by getting a free voiced name expansion DLC. That is on Steam, I think, also on their itch. I really don't know. I haven't looked at that part. Full collection names is separated by A, B, C, D, E, F, G kind of thing, all the way. I know there are some names that aren't here, but that's fine. Anyway, the full collection of names is separated out as a DLC because of how large it is. If you're not interested in that feature, you don't need to get it. Each name in the DLC belongs to or was selected by someone who supported this project. On the character creation screen, there's a cute doll. At least from the head up for us. You can decorate to get an idea of what your MC looks like when the different traits put together. Not all the things you decide about the MC appear on the doll. The script referencing what you've decided for the MC is the main way those decisions influence the big game. Our life has a one-person perspective, so your character doesn't appear next to other characters' sprites. You can only see the MC as the decorative doll, and in special cut-in CG images, or for the many artists who are out there who decide to just straight up plant their MCs right next to them. The cut-in CGs only appear if certain choices are made. It's possible not to see any during a playthrough. There's also a second type of special MC-based screen, the interest and comfort screen. Unless you get the DLC, the game has one love interest, Cove Holden. He grows up with an MC, and the interest / comfort screen is crucial for determining how that plays out. Interest level sets how much you like him and dislike him. Well, I suppose, yeah, disinterest would be like you don't like them. There are 4 levels: disinterest, fond, crush, and love. Love is only available starting step 3, and if you were at fond or crush at step 2. So it's all about how you feel about these characters. Comfort determines how you generally think when it comes to him. There are 3 levels: nervous, relaxed, and direct. Your level of interest and comfort will set the type of dynamic your character has with the love interest. What you did in the past will influence the present, and feelings can change over time. You get to pick your interest, comfort near your interest / comfort near the beginning of every step. Comfort can switch between the 3 levels as you please. Your interest level can only stay the same or increase. So once you pick say crush can only go from once you pick fond, you can only go from fond to crush and crush to love. You can't go backwards. Okay, so your current level of interest will become the new lowest option in the screen the screen in the future. For example, if you decided to be fond in step 1, this interest will no longer... Oh, yes. Yeah, sorry. Disinterest, fond, crush. Yeah. I think you guys get it. Oh boy. I better hurry this up. Okay. Oh, wait. I didn't finish that. Okay, so... For example, if you decided to be fond in step 1, this interest will not be available on the screen in steps 2 and 3, which will make fond the bottom level option for your relationship. Interest level has an impact when it comes to physically interacting with Cove. While growing up, things are rather simple. If you get along with one another and have a close relationship, you can choose to your character. Let me know. if you get along, if your character gets along uh with one of the friends or Cove, that'll change how they physically interact with them, and how Cove and other love interests will interact with the MC. You can choose to touch him, and Cove will occasionally interact with the MC in light-hearted and comforting ways. But starting step 3, touching can become more romantic or suggestive if you're at crush or love. To make sure things go nicely with that, there will be an extra choice to determine initiative level. A bonus mini tutorial that goes along with the choice to explain future to explain the feature in more detail. Basically, even if you decide you like Cove, the game won't force you to act on those feelings. You can always choose not to get together with him, choose not to accept or give romantic gestures, etc. If you decide to date Cove, though you can't break up with him later. Interests, such comfort, get a basic words. They're right on the screen. Being tongue-tied over nonsense. But it's the choices that appear throughout the normal game events that decide what actually happens between the MC, Cove, and love interests. And it isn't only the MC who is impacted by your decisions. Cove grows and changes over the years. How he's treated and what he experiences help shape who he becomes. The little nugget. In step 2 and 3, Cove's personality, appearance, and interests will vary based on what happened in previous steps. So step 1 affects step 2, step 2 affects step 3, and step 3 affects step 4, but only like in the... well, whatever. You'll see. I'm not gonna spoil it for everyone. Even if you have played the game, doesn't matter. Shushy shush. It's something of a mystery exactly how your decisions end up changing him. You can try to guess as you go along, or if you prefer, you can always just design your ideal Cove directly using Cove creation option that pops up at the beginning of step 2 and 3. So you get to design how Cove can go, or you make him become a little bit, or you can just allow the game to go how it will go. Just go with the flow. There we go. That's what I was going at. Making choices you want is always more important than making a choice because you feel like you have to in order to get a certain result. when a choice does appear, usually you'll see that hovering the cursor over the option shows a certain color: yellow, blue, green. The colors aren't related to specific points or effects. They're only there to give a bit of insight on the tone, emotion of the choice, since text alone can potentially be read in more than one way. Yeah, yeah. that is indeed true. When it comes to like texting people, it can be read one way or another, and stuff can be misinterpreted and it gets messy. A moment while I check something. Right. Okay, so blue tends to be casual and straightforward. Yellow, or emotive, emotive, reactive. And green, less certain and uncommitted. I think I did that pretty well. Well, whatever. Though there are hundreds of options in our life, and not every choice menu falls in line with that pattern. Picking one color every time doesn't give a gameplay benefit. Only stick to a certain type if that if that's what you happen to like. Otherwise, switch between them freely. Always picking yellow, never pick yellow. Pursue romance right from the start. Never romance the love interest or interests. Be disagreeable, amiable. None of them will lead to a bad ending. I mean, you can get a sad ending, but bad ending, no. You're welcome to enjoy the events and shape the story without a reservation. And then, if you feel like, you can play again and try something new. There's only ever more good content to discover. We hope you'll have a nice time with our life. Thank you for playing. And this is made by GB GB Patch Games. GB Patch. Make sure to link their Twitter down below, their YouTube as well. These are basically notes for myself. Right! Welcome to the character creation screen. Basically get to make her character. Well, I get to make my character for the story. So do I want them to have a round face? Or a chubby face? Or a pointed face? Or an oval? Or peach? Or squirrel? Or, yeah, back to round. Yeah, go full. We. Good brand. Yeah. Show you all the options. Alright, I should show you all the options for the eyes too. No. Yeah. Okay, the hair type. I already have an idea for my character, so I'm just showing you everything they have. Very inclusive. Give you that much. Okay. Anyway. No. But no. So keep it black. I'll show you. No, it's all the colors that I have with the two-toned. So he.
Jamie.
That is the default name. These are all the others. But I think I already have.
Ezra.
No.
Everett. Ezra. Allie. Elijah. Erie.
Well, where are you? Where are you?
Eden.
Eating. Okay. Birthmarks. Oh, wait, that here actually hides quite a few of them. Oh, freckles. Nothing cute. Okay, hands. Thunder. Glasses. And clothes and everything else. Arm and back. Scars. Teeth. Go freckles. I'll go. I might as well have all of them. Bracelets, watches, necklaces. Not really a fan of hats. Yeah, I think we're done. So this is Eden Musey. Eden Musey. Looking cool. Right here. Let's go. Summer. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of year. You were usually sleepy. The town began to bustle. It was a place where tourists. Ooh, hold on. Let me do something. Summer in Sunset Bird. It was a special time of year. Your usually sleepy town began to bustle. Let's not have echo on. Okay, we tested it. So. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of year. Your usually sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination, with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, the relaxation that came with both the smell of the ocean, crispy and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of schoolless vacation with it. We're a kid here, remember? So, those long summers. What we were going to do with those times. This is very pretty. They did such a good job. Anyway, during the summer, your moms didn't like you. Never mind, let me finish that. During the summer, your moms didn't like you to wander too far outside your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. They built businesses. They got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked how your family was, or most often just said hello. When I tell you I was skittish as a kid with new people, but you know, you were too anxious to say hi back. Most of the other residents, they greeted you, but they all knew you well enough to expect I understand hello to a lot of people. You didn't get why you get them. I'm not like this. I was not like this. I was more like these two. Anxious. So Ina's getting some of my traits. I still smiled at you anyway. That made you feel a little bit more comfortable. But today, there was a man sitting at the curb outside your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he was even a real person, or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. Whoever or whatever he was, you had never seen him before. One thing about knowing everyone in Sunset Bird was that people who you didn't recognize really, really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture in the residential district, as your mom called it. So for you, not knowing who a total stranger was, set off a lot of red flags. Moms had talked with you and your sister Lizzie about this kind of situation. You hadn't exactly been listening at the time to think it could be okay to talk to new people. They mentioned that some people aren't good to talk to, but other types of people can help you even if you don't know them. You remember it's okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to worry about being polite to them. Being polite. To be honest, I go with this one. Stranger danger. This is very much stranger danger territory. Still a bit scared knowing that he was blocking your way to your front door. You slowed down, your mind racing for ideas on how to get past him unseen, but it was too late to escape. There was a split second where your eyes met, and you took a shaky breath, your eyes darting to the sky, pretending to stare at a bird who was hovering nearby. I don't see you, you don't see me. Hey! His voice startled. Now, he has a deeper voice, but I'm going with that for now. His voice startled you and made you jump, but you still didn't look at him. The bird landed on top of a nearby gatepost with black feathers ruffled against a gentle breeze. Trying to keep your eyes on it It was tough, especially when the man stood up and started to make his way toward you. Still unsure about him, but willing to be friendly. Man gave you a grin. And back. Okay. Do you live around here? What's your name? Look the man up and down, taking in his tanned skin and relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had a shark on his shorts and a stingray tattoo, and you wondered if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question. I live right there. I know this is a more upbeat version of like what I say, but yeah, no, I live there. I live here. I live here. That's great. He looked happy to hear it, giving you a broad smile. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hand as he held it up to you. Even more confused than before, he looked back at it.
Well,
could you do me a favor? Nothing bad. Sorry, I should have. Let me start over. He cleared his throat and stood straighter. From where you were standing, it just made him look creepier. I have a son. His name is Cove. Well, who's about your age? Cove. That seemed like a strange name for an actual living person. You chewed the inside of your cheek. This guy was definitely obsessed with water. You thought it was pretty cool. Yeah, neutral. That was pretty cool. We moved in across the street, see? He gestured toward the house that had been empty for a year, his watch catching the late afternoon sunlight reflecting off the walls. The giant for sale sign was finally gone. You must be Eden Muse, right? Eden Musey. Right? I met your moms earlier, and they told me you were 8, just like him. So, you know, he shook the $20 bill to bring it back to your attention. A hopeful smile tilting his lips at the corners. Can you try to be friends with the boy? Just give it a chance. You can keep this. He's a good kid. You'll like him.
do you mind?
Sir! What the flip? I still think that is the weirdest thing to do. Anyway, but you've got to keep it a secret. Too, okay? It wouldn't be friendly to say his dad sent you. I would feel sorry for Cove, but at the same time, I hate the guy. Did other kids really get their parents to pay for friendship. That is wild. But now I feel sorry for Cove. This definitely wasn't what normal. This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends. You knew that. What do you say? Want to make a deal? This sounds so bad. Like really, really bad. Oh man. My moral compass is saying to not take it. But also, as a kid, it was 20, wasn't it? A $20. No, it was a $10 bill. As a kid, you'd be able to get anything with that. Oh, sweets and toys wise. Okay, we're going this way. You carefully plucked the bill from his outstretched hand, grinning at the thoughts of what you could do with that much cash. It cost a few dollars to set up a library card. With this, you could pay for yourself instead of having your moms do it. There was a cute stuffed animal you had seen in a store in town. Buy tickets for the new movie, cinema, all the sweets you could ever want. I was a bookworm, so this one. You enjoyed reading a lot of books. You could get everyone you liked now. And with that was just the start. I thought. Sky's the limit with that kind of amount. The man smiled. Sorry. The man smiled at you, his eyes crinkled at the side as he did. So it was a true smile. Great. Sorry. Great! That's great. I'll bring him by tomorrow. I wanted him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but well, I don't know where he's gotten off to. He laughed when he said that, but with the way his face looked, he thought he actually wanted to cry. If you see him, you can tell him to come home. Come on home. He's got a pink cast and glasses. Can't miss it. I can try. The man smiled and reached out to pat your head. Paused before doing so, then pulled his hand away and said, "Your moms are already checking around for me. Awful group you are. Now, I better go look too. Can't put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here." I thought he might come back, and that's not what's important. I have to go. Thanks again, Eden, so much. He jogged off down the street without another word. Decided to check the hills behind your house. Step 1, first sight. The chirping of crickets in the tall grass greeted you, quiet and familiar. From the top of the hill, you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of the waves on the shore, the seagulls squawking as they settle down for the night. You loved the ocean. It was so much fun. You loved hearing the stories about the sea, about the merfolk and the sea serpents you imagined living far beneath the waves. You didn't enjoy the beach at all. Well, you didn't enjoy the beach all that much, especially the sand, which got absolutely everywhere. That's true. But no, I'd say the stories. Sometimes you could almost convince yourself you had seen the flash of a shiny mermaid's tail in the distance. You took a deep breath, you wanted to try and relax and couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you that you weren't alone. So you glanced around. Poor Bubba. Just look at him. And that's where we're gonna end it. I just wanted to get back into making videos. So, if you are gonna watch it along with me, playing the story, seeing how I go through this journey, please do. Please do. See ya.